Okay. I was just commenting on the fact that we didn't get back till 7 o'clock on Sunday. We had problems with our travel coming back from Eugene. Our game was over at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and we didn't get back till 7 o'clock on Sunday. So it was a long we couldn't get out Saturday night, and then we had a flight at 7:52 that didn't leave till we got to the airport at 6, and didn't leave till about 11:40. And then we're stuck in San Francisco for another 3.5 hours. So we spent all day in the airports on our trip back from Oregon. Long trip. Mm-hmm. We went up through San Francisco to go right in Eugene, and San Francisco was fogged in on the way back. And, it's always hard going in and out of there.
Given what you guys did last week, you feel like you've made a lot of progress against zone defenses?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, I thought when you review, think back to last weekend, we had a very good first half against Oregon State and a good second half against Oregon. But I'd like to put two halves together. We're up 17 and relinquish the lead in Corvallis. We're down 12 and fight back, and actually did a good job fighting back and getting the win in Eugene. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, what we're looking for are 2 wins, which we got. But we want to play better and be consistent.
That small lineup you used against Oregon, is that something you might see more of?
Yeah, it was especially good for us because they were zoning, because we could match up. They played small. I mean, they really played small. There were times where they had, they were 5'8", 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2". I mean, they were playing real small. So it was hard to match up with them, and it worked out well for us offensively, especially to have Jeremy in there. And he had his best game on Saturday since he's been here. We're not going to change the starting lineup in the backcourt anytime soon, I don't think. I mean, it's hard for Honeycutt to match up with 4 men, because of his size. In other words, I would love to play Honeycutt more as a 4. I think it's an advantage for us offensively, but defensively at 188, it's hard for him to match up with 235, 240-pound guys. Well, okay in terms of what? You know what? He actually got an X-ray today on his elbow that he fell on in Kansas. It's been bothering him for quite a while. He had the shoulder problem. He hurt his shoulder against Montana State. And no, I mean, is he 100% physically feeling great? No, but that's probably true for a lot of players. I mean, Zeke's got his finger issue. Josh has got a thumb issue. I mean, everybody seemingly has, something almost.
Did you get those X-ray results?
No. It just went today. We had shooting this morning, so every guy except Brendan came in today that plays. Brendan's schedule, academically, he'll do his shooting tomorrow. So everybody came in and shot for about 30, 35 minutes, just focusing on shooting this morning, and then today we'll come back and have a practice. We had a long practice yesterday, because we're still so young. We're trying to learn how to do things. It's still just basic fundamentals.
Going back to Jeremy, his assist to turnover ratio has gone from about 1.5 to over 2 this year. Really improved that way. Is he simply seeing the court better? Is he making better decisions?
Yeah, he's a veteran. He is doing a good job in that respect. Where he's really improved in my mind is he's in much better physical condition than he's been in his previous 2 years. And then he's also shooting the ball much better because he spent a lot of time last spring working on his shot and really shooting the ball with a lot of confidence. And he had some big shots against Oregon, a couple of big threes. He drew a really important charge late in that game, but he's also really good in the interior of the zone, passing, making plays for others, seeing the floor. He has very good vision. I thought we didn't do a very good job early in the Oregon game attacking the zone. When we started to spread it out and played with 4 guards and really spread it out, it was much better and easy. And then it was fun for them to penetrate and kick, to draw and kick to each other. And I thought Malcolm played well. I mean, Malcolm did a great job for us defensively. When you look at Cunningham, I watched the Oregon State SC game, and Cunningham played great in that game. He only scored 5 points against us. He's a really good player. He was really, playing well going into our game. So we were really pleased with how Malcolm defended all weekend.
Has he been a little hesitant at times, penetrating Jeremy Anderson? There are times when it just seems like he's not ready to go.
Yeah, I don't think that. I really don't.
With Malcolm, the great defensive game followed up by a good offensive game. Was that good to see kind of the two parts of his game back to back like that?
Yeah, but he's had some big games where he's done, equally well in both. He did better offensively, and we showed him some of the Oregon State where it's all zone, and he's got to do a better job reading and taking the open shot when it's there. And he had a really good shot fake and pull up for a score in the first half against Oregon. And he made some big shots down the stretch. He made a big three from the corner. He made a really important driving layup when they were making their run. He made some big plays in the game on Saturday to help us win for sure. I mean, Malcolm played well. Our guards played well in particular on Saturday. When you look at Zeke had 12, Malcolm had 18, Jeremy had 15. That was very good. Honeycutt had 11 rebounds.
Coach, what do you think this team's better at playing offensively, against the zone or against man? It seems like they're getting pretty good against the zone.
I think we'll see both on Thursday. They play both. We're talking about Cal now, so we better be good at both because they'll mix it up. Yeah, in other words, against Washington, they tried both. That Washington was just shooting it great, whatever it was, and got great transition. And Isaiah Thomas is playing fantastic. I did not watch the Cal-Washington State game yet. That's my next one to watch. I got a chance to. We didn't have that with us because we didn't expect to be stuck all day on Sunday. So that's my actually next film to watch tonight. Yeah, just I didn't have to watch it again to know what happened. I mean, he got bothered by some of the physical play, and that's not something that's new for him. It bothers him, and he got caught twice. It was twice he got caught really retaliating, where he got hit first, and then the official picks up the second one. He's got to be able to control that better. I mean, it's just part of it, taking the hit for the team and not retaliating. I mean, because it was just so easy.
Is that something that's kind of run the spectrum with other parts of his game? Some goes wrong, defense or offense, he kind of checks out for a little while and needs to maintain that continuity and focus.
Yeah.
How do you correct that?
We'll just keep trying.
You making progress?
What do you think?
What's your take on it?
Hey, just keep trying. Yeah. I mean, he the thing that was great that I felt really good about Reeves after the Oregon game is even though he didn't score a point, which is the first time in his career to not score, there wasn't anybody more excited on our bench or in our locker room after the game. I mean, he was really, really happy for his team to win that game, and to me that shows that's good. That's positive because some kids. When they don't play well, even if their team wins, they don't feel great about it, and you should. That's the focus. It's a team sport. It's about your team winning. So I felt really good about that, and was pleased that he had that kind of positive feelings for his team, and they were so excited. I mean, our locker room, you'd have thought we had. It was big. It was really fun. So there's nothing more fun than going on the road and winning as a team where it's you against everybody. So that was great, to go up there and get a road trip and get both of them was really exciting.
What's your impression of that court?
The actual court, it looks way better in person than it does on camera. I mean, when you see it on film, it's really hard to see the basketball because there's so much orange and brown in there. And I get the idea what they're going for, but it's a little busy, in terms of being able to watch a game on television, which most of the people are going to be doing. I mean, it holds 12. So I think that'd be the only thing. It was a beautiful building. I mean, they really did a great job. Every seat in the place is a good seat. The video board, it's all really, really well done, tastefully done. I mean, the visitors' locker rooms were awesome, really nice. I mean, it's really well done. And, they tried to, shoot for the stars on that. And it looks good in person. When you're in person and you see there, it's pretty cool. But yeah. No, I don't think so. It didn't really affect him. But watching the game, like when we're preparing for him, and I'm watching the SC game the night before because that's the only game they had played in there up to that point, it's like, hard to follow because everything blends in, especially the ball. You say, where's the ball? And then SC has like black jerseys on, and so it was just hard.
Just going back for a second on what you said about the team after the game.
Uh-huh.
Real pleased with the win. And a lot of the players taking the excitement too that they felt. And I know that's a big deal for you. Is that something different with this team in terms of an attitude shift where they're together and really excited about the wins and hurt by the losses?
Yeah. You know what? I don't know so much about last year, but it's always whenever you win on the road, it's exciting. But those guys put a lot into it. They were really. I mean, it was really fun. I mean, they are. We do have good chemistry. I've said that all year. The guys like each other and they're pulling for each other, and so it was really nice. And it was just fun to see how excited they were. I was especially pleased with Jeremy because he's had a lot of adversity, and to play the way he did and be a big part of why we won the game was really nice. Yeah, he made his commitment really early. Going into his junior year, and that's always tough when kids are looking to pull the trigger so soon. I think Alan Crabb is great. I mean, he's playing really well right now. I think last 5 games he's had 17 or better, and as much as 31 and. Great shooter. I mean, he's a big-time player.
Given all the Cal's turnover, do you find any difficulty kind of scouting them out or preparing for them? Or every year is it just, a new team and you kind of have to start over again?
It's every year you look at everybody new, but they're inside guys. I mean, Sant Friesen is back, and he played last year and was a good player for him. Obviously, having Harper back after his year off with his knee, and Gutierrez is back and played a very important role for him last year. I think he's your second leading scorer on the year this year. Even the little guy Smith played for him a year ago against us. We played him 3 times. And the thing about Cal is they execute very well. They really execute offensively. They're very sharp. They do a good job of setting good screens and making hard cuts, and they have a package of different sets that they'll run there's a lot of them, and you'll see they use a card system so that every play the player's looking over to the bench, and if they don't have something in transition, they're running one of their sets that they are deciding. And defensively, they'll play man and zone, and they're good defensively, and they're very well coached. I mean, Mike's one of the best coaches in the country, and I think that's pretty much agreed upon by everyone. I mean, I think he's had an incredible run as a college basketball coach.
Did you see that 5-point half that they had?
I didn't, no.
Can you imagine what that would be like and how frustrating that would be? Like, do you have any idea what that kind of...
Yeah, I've been frustrated before. I mean, no, but anything's possible, I guess. Because they're a good shooting team. I mean, that had to be everything going wrong for you. That was way back in November, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Are they maybe a little bit ahead of schedule given all the players they lost?
Yeah, I mean, they're good. I mean, like early in the season, they crushed New Mexico at home, and I was like, wow. They beat Washington State's a really good team. I know I keep saying that, but they beat them in overtime a week ago Thursday. This coming, 5 days ago. Washington State is very, very good. So, yeah, they're well coached. They're going to execute. They're not going to beat themselves. They really compete. They play very hard. They're playing, some young kids, and those guys are getting better and better. And Crab is really, a key guy for them. And he can, he's capable of giving you 30 on it. Like I watched their Stanford game last night. Last evening, and they really played well against Stanford, and Stanford finally, broke away in the last 10 minutes of the game, but it was a heck of a game, and Stanford's very good.
Gutierrez is kind of one of the teams, the best on all of them. Do you have anything that you can do to prepare Zeke Jones for that? Does Jeremy have anything you can kind of share with him for that?
But I'm not sure he'll match up with him. They'll start out the way they've been starting. Smith will start out on Zeke, and I think Gutierrez will start out on Malcolm, would be my guess. I don't know. Maybe he'll start out on Tyler. I don't know. But not really. The guy just plays hard and competes, and he's tough. He's a good athlete. But I think more than anything was just the work he put in the off season. I thought that last spring and the whole summer, he really put in a lot of work and a lot of effort into his improvement as a player. He was working out during the summer and he was working out all the time with Miles Simon. He was doing a bunch of workouts with Miles, and he was always finding a gym to get to work out on his game. And the previous summer he didn't have that same kind of effort that he needed, and this summer he did, and it's paying off for him. And that's kind of what I've always believed. When you put in all the hard work and you deserve it. It's nice to see him reaping the benefits or reaping the rewards.
What did you tell him going into the offseason? You guys had activities. What kind of the highlights?
Oh, we worked all spring on his shot. He had a shot where his left hand, he'd shoot, and it's like these kids start shooting jump shots in 8th grade, and so we got two hands on the ball, rather than one. So his left hand, his thumb was always affecting the ball a little bit, and he really worked hard. And we would tape his thumb to his forefinger in the off season. Really worked a lot in the spring on his shooting, and then he kept working and working and working at it. But he was in better condition. Remember, his first 2 years, he had constant problems with his groin and abdominal issue, and missed a number of games. Knock on wood, it's really been good. And he worked hard with lifting and also doing a lot of core work with our trainer.
Did you get a sense of frustration with him at all the last 2 years? Did you get a sense of frustration with himself last 2 years?
Yeah, but I not so much his freshman year, but his sophomore year, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's just frustrating to be injured, to be hurt, and to be going through the ups and downs. And then his ball handling has improved. He's a much better ball, and I think Courtney brought up a good point that the competition that he's seen every day in practice with Zeke has been good for him this year, and they've really competed hard against each other every day. But yet, they really support each other, and it's really nice. It's good. Yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully we'll keep getting better. We were 9 for 24 on Saturday, and I think 6 for 15 in the second half. And we've got to keep improving. It's like today, we came in and everybody shot, for 35 minutes. And we're trying to spend the time. This is during the school day, and so yeah, we keep working on shooting. Shooting's important. Gary's already at Baylor. In fact, I saw his dad last night. I was out recruiting last night, and it's really hard to ever transfer within a conference. So Gary Franklin's a very good player, and he is now already attending Baylor University, so that's where he's at.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Okay, thanks.